Self-motivation can be really challenging. Hey everybody, it's Madeleine. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be chatting about some ways in which I keep myself motivated and delving into some productivity hacks that I use as someone who is aspiring to be a full-time musician, so is self-employed a lot of the time. And hopefully any of you, even if you're not a musician, even if you're self-employed or you want to work towards building something yourself, hopefully these productivity hacks can help you, because honestly, when you're working for yourself, it is on the one hand so incredibly rewarding, but it can be really hard to stay motivated when you're just constantly working by yourself all the time. So step number one is to find out how you work and to try lots of different ways of working to see which you gel with the best. Are you a co-worker? Do you like working in spaces where other people are working? Is it best for you to go and sit in a cafe where there's lots of people around, lots of noise, and you can kind of sort of lock in the hustle and bustle of it and really get going? Or do you like complete silence? What time of the day do you prefer to work? Do you prefer to get all your stuff done in the morning and then enjoy your afternoons? Or are you like me, a complete night owl where it has to be dark outside for me to even think about writing a song? And it's important to try lots of different locations if you have access to that, lots of different times in the day, lots of different environments to see what works best for you. So me, for example, I have to work in complete silence with no one else around. Like, anybody else around is such a distraction. Like, I will start chatting to you, we will just be 3 hours deep in a conversation and I will have gotten nothing done. The second and third methods I use, actually, they kind of intertwine to really help me with my productivity, and it's something that I've implemented into my work since the beginning of this year. So for about 8 months now, it's really worked. Hopefully it'll work for you guys as well. It's this idea of task prioritization, manageable, achievable tasks, and then rewards for said tasks. I have this thing and I like to call it the calendar method, right? I work so well when I plan my days within an inch of their lives. Like, honestly, even the simplest things I will put in my calendar, schedule it in for a specific time to get it done. So even something as simple as like replying to an email, I will literally put in my calendar 12 p.m. reply to this email. So essentially my to-do lists are on my calendar, but by setting times for me to do, it really helps get them all done, because then I can mentally prepare for it coming up. I know it's coming, I can do it. After I've done it, I get the little dopamine hit of being able to tick it off my list. After I've done something, I give myself a little bit of a reward. And it's really important for you guys to give yourselves rewards when you do complete your tasks, because when you're self-employed, it can be so easy to fall in the trap of just like, what's the next thing, what's the next thing, what's the next thing? You just get so burnt out and overloaded with work when you actually need to like reward yourself for the work that you've been doing. You know, in a normal 9-to-5 job, you do your work during the day and then you reward yourself in the evening by watching some Netflix, eating some nice food. You need to be implementing that into your self-employed life to stay sane effectively. One thing I really like to do is, if I've got a couple of tasks done, I will then make a cup of tea and watch like somebody's vlog on YouTube for a few minutes. Or if I've got a TV show that I'm watching at the moment, I'll watch like an episode of that as my reward time. It breaks up the day, because I work so much better if I work for a little bit, have a rest, work, rest, rather than working for like a really long period of time and then like crashing out. That is not how I work. I'm better in smaller doses throughout the day. So giving yourself a reward. Task prioritization is a really big thing, and the calendar method really helps here. Sometimes if you've got a massive to-do list, it can be really overwhelming of like where to start. But if you're putting it in your calendar, you can plan it to be like, oh, what's important for me to do today? If it's not important today or tomorrow, schedule it in for next week or a couple of weeks time in the calendar method, because I'm such a visual learner and I really like things laid out really visually in front of me. If I can see exactly what's going on in my life, it makes me feel so much more in control and therefore so much more settled. Now, this next hack might sound a little bit woo-woo, but bear with me on it. It is just a mindfulness activity to remind yourself of how much you have achieved, because being self-employed, it's so easy to not see how much you've achieved and see how much work you've done, when in reality you are achieving so much and you're spending so much time working on whatever you're working on, your business, your brand, your music, your artistry, whatever it might be. It's really, really good to just take a second, 10 minutes at your weekend or something, write down everything that you have achieved in recent times. I guarantee you it will surprise you how much you have achieved, and you will get such a huge wave of motivation after that, because you'll be like, oh my god, I've literally done so much. I am so bad at this. Like, this is something that I'm really trying to implement into my life going forward. As a songwriter, I've been releasing original music every month for 2025, and sometimes my days are actually spent not doing or not working on like a lot of music. They're spent working on maybe like 10 seconds of music, but that takes my whole day. And so sometimes it can get to the end of the day and I'm like, what the hell, I've like done 10 seconds of music, and feels like I'm such an underachiever and like I need to be working faster and I need to be like matching the pace of the industry, when in reality, if I actually take a second to breathe and think, no, I'm an independent artist that has released 9 songs so far in 2025 and it's only August, and it's so easy to get bogged down in self-deprecation, and we all do it, but it's really important to unlearn. It only makes you more productive because it will then spur you forward. Make sure as well you are scheduling in time with friends. I am really bad at not doing enough socializing. I am so comfortable at home. I'm such a homebody. I adore my bedroom, I love my family, and I love just being home, but it can drive you a little bit. Scheduling time with friends to just talk absolute rubbish and really switch off from work is so important, because then when you do come back to your work, you're so much fresher and you can approach things with, well, I like to say fresh ears with my music and fresh eyes and whatever you're doing. Task variation can also really help productivity. I am someone who can't really spend too much time on one particular task. Like if I've been video editing, say, for the whole day, I will get so bored of it. So if I break up my day using the calendar method, where I then have really various tasks going on, it helps keep it really interesting. Like if I've got something really boring to do, like send a few emails, I will then schedule in something really fun to do, like write a new chord progression or write some lyrics. And then after I've done something fun, I'll do something not so fun. So switching up the activities a lot is really good for staying interested and staying engaged in your work. My last piece of advice for staying productive and staying motivated as a self-employed person is maybe a little bit woo-woo, but it comes back to, as you guys know, my favorite app in the entire universe, Pinterest. Vision boarding your future. Creating a board of what exactly you want your future to look like is so motivating and so lovely. We could definitely class this as like manifestation techniques as well, if you're into all of that, which I totally am into. Like I totally love listening to the universe and hearing what the universe has to tell me and where it wants to guide me. But in order to receive from the universe, you have to give to the universe, and you have to show the universe that you are on track, that you are following the signs that it's telling you, and it will reward you. I do think there is a give and take with the universe. By mood boarding, vision boarding, manifesting what you want your future to look like, I think it really screams to the universe like, this is what I'm destined for and I'm going to work hard to get there. And I do think the universe does reward you for that. It can just be really motivating because it reminds you why you are doing what you love. What you love. I really hope that whatever you're doing that is self-employed is your calling, because if it is your calling, it will keep calling you and you'll keep feeling that pull towards it. Just the biggest way to stay productive and motivated is just to make sure that you are on a path that fulfills you emotionally. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you have any other productivity tips, please let me know in the comments. I would love to know some of your guys' techniques that you use. I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Thank you. Bye.